What am I doing? I need to record. Hi, hello, hi, bonjour, hola, aloha, that one too. Autism, right? It's way more common and complex than most think. Talking about it could be a bigger hassle than most people think. Just by the fact that it's not just one thing, it's a whole spectrum of things. It could affect some people's lives way more than others, adding challenge after challenge. Today I'd like to talk about the topic and leave you more educated than when you got here. An intro literally took me 8 minutes. Autism, or its full legal name,
Autism spectrum disorder
is a neurological disorder that modifies the way a person's brain works. From socialization to education and even adaptation, it can hinder a person's ability to accomplish tasks, or it can help them. It can be bundled with many different things, ranging from repetitive behaviors becoming mostly or fully nonverbal. As previously mentioned, it can vary from person to person, leading to extremely difficult diagnosis processes. Sometimes the diagnosis process can be way longer and more grueling to go through. It can even take up to months for a single diagnosis. But it shows the massive scope that is known as the autism spectrum. I need to stop using big words in my script. Autism can show a wide variety of odd behaviors, some more noticeable than others. They can range from simple things like constant body swaying to more complex things like potentially biting things. While those things are out of the ordinary for most people, it doesn't make them bad. It's just a form of relaxation for them, and it makes them feel better in a situation that they don't particularly enjoy. Some of this behavior can be classified as stimming. Stimming is a pretty normal activity for people on the spectrum, and it's quite natural as well. It's a big part of what makes them, well, them. Now, fun fact, autism doesn't have a treatment. No, seriously though. It's not necessarily treatable. However, there are therapists out there who specialize in finding ways people on the spectrum can work around their condition, or use it to their advantage. One of the more popular examples, ABA, or its full name,
Applied Behavioral Analysis,
studies patients' behaviors that they go through and help them, for crying out loud, studies patients' behaviors that they go through and find ways to work with them through it. Yeah, that one. Improving many of their skills. Adding on to this, as of right now, most research about autism is finding out earlier ways to find it in children so they can work on it earlier on in their life to better help them. Yay! Now, I personally don't know anyone who can help me with this section. I mean, I don't know anyone on the spectrum. I can't really speak on it myself because I don't really... Oh. Right. Living with autism, this is going to be like... Okay. How do I start this? This is going to be like more of raw emotion instead of putting up an act for the video. Living with autism is quite a challenge from my experience. When I first found out I had it, I was in shock. The type of shock that wasn't bad, but it makes you think. It makes so much more sense about like everything in life. I can personally say, from my experience, that it is no joke. Oh my gosh, such situations are a nightmare. It can be extremely hard to understand for others sometimes. And even in my emotions, like, I don't even know where to start. Like, sometimes I can be feeling like this and feeling like that. It's just like, all over the place. And I can't stand when things don't go the way they're planned. Or when things are just, like, out of order. It's just, it makes my brain crumble. And don't even get me started on loud noises. It's the worst feeling in the world. Oh my... However, it's really not all that bad. When you learn to adjust to more common situations or figure out solutions to certain problems, I've made a lot of friends who deeply care and can even relate to my experience. Autism's got some pretty sweet upsides, like being able to hyper-focus on specific topics or developing extreme fixations on things that bring me joy, or learning information quickly and being able to process topics with ease. In fact, this whole video was made on a whim. Honestly. I did this basically because I was like, I just wanted to talk about my experience with autism, and when my teacher gave me the permission to do a video on it, I was like, I can finally show people how my life is. And sure, some people are less understanding, but as long as I know how to deal with it, I'm fine. Hi! I hope you enjoyed. It was an experience to do all this because I learned a lot more about myself via the research I had to do for this video, and I had a lot more that makes a lot more sense while recording this. It was a very fun video to record. To edit? No, it was a nightmare. But it it was fun. It was fun to do everything, and I'm pretty sure that's basically all that matters. And I don't really have much more to add on about autism or anything in general. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you all for taking time out of your day to listen. Bye bye.